Hi there. This is Teacher Amelia, and I wanted to spend a couple minutes today talking about the secondary reward system. I have seen a lot of questions lately about those who teach interactive lessons, how to incorporate the interactive reward slide. And does that mean you still need a secondary reward? Does that make it a third reward? How do the stars fit in? And so I'm going to share with you just really quickly today what I do to help incorporate those things. I feel like I need to give a disclaimer. I'm using Zoom to actually record this video. And so normally when I teach, it's not as zoomed in. So you can see my whole background and you can see my hands better. I feel like I'm the giant head talking to you now. So my apologies. Maybe if I scoot back a little bit, that'll help. So if you're teaching interactive lessons with VIPKid, you know that usually about the third slide maybe, there's a reward slide. And the kids can click and drag or do something on the slide to help reinforce the lesson. And I like that slide and I like the ability to use that slide because it usually ties in with what we're learning about. And the kids love to be able to drag and drop or draw or whatever. Sometimes it works better than others. You always have the risk of a little one who wants to drag all the rewards at once. And then you're like, oh, I don't have anything else. I either have to reset it or stop them. And so I don't get stressed out about that. If they want to drag them all, let's drag them all, and then reset and let them drag them all again the next time. But I also like to add a little bit more to it. So I'm going to give you two examples of what I've done with these interactive slides. The first one is a very simple one, and the lesson is about colors. And so that interactive reward slide has a flower, like a flower stem with some leaves, and then the shadow of a flower itself. And they have different colored petals for the flower that they drag up and drop on there. There's 5 or 6 different ones. And so what I do is I tell them, when you do a good job, then you get to make a flower. What color do you want? And they'll say pink or whatever the color is and drag it up there. Or maybe they go crazy and they drag them all up. And I say, yay, good job, reset. But then what I do when I'm actually rewarding them is I've printed out the same colors, only full flowers. And so I say, you did a good job. What color do you want? And they say, red. And I let them drag the red color up. And then I say, you get a red flower. Yay! Bam! And I put it up on my whiteboard with a little magnet or tape or whatever you have. And the next time around, I go back to the reward slide and say, what color do you want? And they say, green. I say, ooh, you get a green flower. Yay! And so by the end of the lesson, they have an actual flower for every color that they've chosen. And you can get really creative and like draw or print out a garden backdrop. Something to make it cute, but I usually just stick them on my whiteboard here for the most part. And so that does a couple of things. Number one, it doesn't matter if they drag and drop everything at once because you still have control over what you're rewarding them. The other thing that it does is something that's very important to VIPKid, and that is that you're displaying the reward throughout the lesson. So it gives a visual reminder of their accomplishments. Now, depending on the kids, sometimes I give stars at the same time. So I might say, oh, you get a blue flower and a star. Good job. And I put them both up there at once. Sometimes I'll alternate. If I've got more time in the lesson, so I've got time to do, rather than 5 different rewards, I've got time to do 10. Then I can alternate and go, you get a blue flower. And next time I say, you get a star. And so it gives some variety. So there is no right or wrong way to do that. It's just up to you and your style and the student's preference, and again, how much time you have. So that's the simplified version of what I do. Now, when I have time, I like to do a little bit more prep work and make it as interesting as possible for the kids. And so the second example I'm going to give you is from a lesson about things in my home. And everybody loves the furniture lessons. Found a wardrobe, found a wardrobe. Okay, sorry, I shouldn't sing. But what I do, the interactive slide actually has money, coins, and then it has furniture. So the idea is you give them coins and then they can buy furniture. And put it in a virtual room, so to speak. And so what I did is I actually took all of the pieces of furniture that are available and I printed off 3 different types of that furniture. And so again, there's a couple of levels of this. For the simple level, you say, you get some furniture, what do you want? And they pick the lamp. And so you say, okay, you get a lamp. Do you want this lamp, or this lamp? Number 1, 2, or 3? Number 2, good job, you get a lamp. If you want to take it up and you've got, a higher student, or maybe you want to practice math skills, then you can actually do the coins. And I didn't teach this lesson today, so I didn't bring my coins in with me. But I printed off the coins from the lesson and wrote on there 5 or 10. And so you could reward the coins and then say, you have 10 coins, so you get a couch. Which couch do you want? 1, 2, or 3? You want number 3. Good job. And so again, they're doing it on the interactive rewards slide, so it ties it in, but then you're taking it up and giving them something that they can pick, something that they can have a little fun with. And again, you can incorporate the stars with that. And, I try to make like a little cute border if I'm doing something like that. Maybe I would surround the room with stars. And so at the end, they've got a little picture that's surrounded by their 5 stars. Or you can give them alternating or for certain behaviors, or you can give them at the end. You can make the reward through the lesson be building the room, and then you can say at the very end, great job, you built a room and you earned all 5 stars. Ding, 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 ding. Yay! So I don't always do it this way, but I like to do it this way, and I think it's a very good way to roll the rewards in together. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's not like you're confusing the kid with multiple things because it's all tied in together. It's all connected. But it gives a very visual and very interactive way, not just on the screen, but off the screen as well, for the kids to participate in the lesson and see the progress that they've been making. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and I'd love to hear what other ideas you have. Thanks, and happy teaching.